We've got beautiful girls with chainsaws. We've got handsome lumberjacks with axes. The saws are lightning fast. The wood chips are flying everywhere. Get ready for all the action.
From the beautiful Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, it's Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks is sponsored by Echo, professional quality, ask any pro. Crown, protect, maintain, save. Bodog, be a player. Red Pine Wilderness Lodge, simply unreal fishing.
We're just outside of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, about an hour east of Knoxville, Tennessee. We're at Oktoberfest in the Wears Valley. We've got a great Lumberjack show about to take place. Hi, I'm Bill Deba. I'm with my co-host and Lumberjack sport analyst Rod Cumberland. And Rod, we got no Canadians in the field here this week, but we got a solid field of Americans.
That's right. Actually, the best that America has to offer. Back when we first got involved in the sport in the mid-'80s, Melvin Lentz was already a multi-time world champion. He's joined here today by Arden Coker Jr., Dave Jewett, and Mike Sullivan. They're the best in the business when it comes to lumberjacks in the States.
Now we're going to see them chop a little bit later in the underhand chop. We also got the double buck going on. They're excellent sawyers, something a little bit different from what we're used to seeing in the double buck.
That's right. Usually when you watch Melvin Lentz and Arden Coker Jr. sawing, they're sawing about 20 inches around a white pine. Here today, they're only sawing 12 inches of yellow poplar. It's actually called tulip poplar. A little bit harder wood, and they have to make a change. 2 cuts in a row, so they've got to do 1 cut and then a second cut. A lot more technical than what they're used to.
All kinds of people involved putting on a show of this magnitude. Great Cabins in the Smokies are just one of the sponsors helping out here in the Wears Valley. Before the show got started, I had a chance to talk to Nancy Zaleski, who actually put the show on. Nancy, we've been to some shows before where you got the competitor also running the show. Just tell me about some of those complications.
Well, you can see in the side of my truck right now, I've got both things going here. We've got all the saws that sit inside. Of course, they're not all mine, so we haul gear for other people. I got my printer and all my score sheets sitting here. It's kind of just a big mess going on because I'm still trying to organize myself this morning. It's more important that running the show, I get everything set up for everybody, and then my stuff kind of comes last. So, yeah, it's a big mess.
Well, I see you got some stopwatches there. Now, is that stopwatches to time yourself and time other people, or is this the competition stopwatches?
It's competition gear, everything in here, from the printer to all my score sheets to the stopwatches that I've got. We've still got to get our stopwatch people trained in about 20 minutes for this. So everything in here relates to the show somehow or another. We've got the checkbook to write the checks at the end of the day. It's all here. It just has to be sorted.
And getting started with the double buck. In total, we had 6 pair of competitors go through the double buck. We're going to be showing the top 2 heats, and it's going to happen fast. Normally, the competitors, or often the competitors, have 1 large disc, large diameter. Here they're taking smaller logs and 2 cuts.
That's right. Altogether different. It's a smaller wood, 2 cuts in a row. So obviously the competitors usually like to practice in this wood, count the number of strokes of the same guy setting both times.
And the key is obviously he's making the switch from disc 1 to disc 2. They don't want to make any mistakes there.
That's right. The saws are all going to cut about the same. They all look like Mercier racing saws. See, Mel took the cut, set first time, set second time. Look at that.
Coger and Lenz win the first heat with an 8-1-4. 9 strokes on each block. Each of those cuts were 9 strokes. Is that part of your plan on 12 inches of yellow poplar?
I guess it was.
Do you know in advance, or are you just going to go and try and be as smooth as possible?
Just be as smooth as possible, make the switches, and just make a good cut.
And Melvin, you got years of experience. Is 9 strokes in that good?
That is a pretty good cut, Bill. You know, we don't know. Poplar kind of varies sometimes, but to cut that 9 strokes, it's good. It's a good cut.
Yeah, Matt Coger just getting into the lumberjacking business, and what a great trainer he has in Melvin Lentz. Years of experience, and he's going at it with the best in the business.
Well, I know he's fixing on training your son a little bit in the near future. This next heat, the last heat we have, is Coger Jr. and Bradshaw taking on a world-class team of Sullivan and Jewett. This is going to be a good race.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 here, the best in the business when it comes to North America. This is going to happen really fast.
8.14 is the time to beat for these guys. They're going to try and do it 2 cuts each. Watch the weight, the downward weight they put on these saws.
Look at the Coger and Bradshaw just pulling the weight.
They had a bit of a jump on those 2 guys, and they win the heat with an 8.21. No word or anything like that, but You guys were right on the go there because I think you were maybe a full saw length ahead of those guys.
Well, sometimes it's with the go. And if we go when to go, that's great. And so that's with Mike and Dave, they're a great team. These are not the normal sawing partners, but they're both very good two-person sawyers. And anytime you can beat them under any circumstances, even if it is because they were a little late, I'll take it. I'll take it for whatever it's worth.
Now, Chris, you're Team West Virginia here today. Do you saw with Arden Jr. very much?
Yeah, I saw with him every show we go to. It's probably been like that for 5 years now. We've had good luck sawing together. Worked as a good team.
Well, you want to get every jump you can when you're double bucking in 12 inches of poplar. First three place teams here, only 13 100ths of a second separating them. Lentz and Koger come in at first with 8.14.